Welcome to Home of Politics. My good people, earlier today on 8th of August, the leaders from Mount Kenya region, including Jeremiah Kioni, Martha Karua, Peter Munywa, among other leaders, met and they were discussing their ideas. They had their own discussion, but watch on the following clip so that you can understand it better. From the clip that you've just watched, Jeremiah Kioni is against almost all the agendas that have been included in the Kenya Kwanza bipartisan team. For instance, he is talking about the issue of CDF fund being included in the constitution, about the inclusion of the opposition office in the constitution, and also the two-third gender rule in that agenda. He is against it. And he is saying that this thing has nothing to do with the local citizens of Kenya or wananchis, because it has a clear impression of Kenya Kwanza having personal interest in this bipartisan talk. And he is warning the Kenya Kwanza team bitterly because he's saying, let them not have the idea of wanting to implement these agendas as being part of their law. Instead, implementation should not be done at the bipartisan talks, but the implementation of these agendas should be done in an open grounds, should involve the public participation, and so let it be open also at the bomas of Kenya. For my side, I know this thing is not going to be very easier as the way it is being seen, because these people who have just been appointed to act in this team, they are against the other agendas from the other side. Do you think during this meeting, if the two-third gender role have been dismissed by Jeremiah Kioni, the issue of CDF fund and also the inclusion of the office of the opposition leader, what else do these Kenya Kwanza have to discuss on the table? My good people, things will be very tough. But my one question here is, why is it not once, not twice, these leaders from Mount Kenya region, the likes of Jeremiah Kioni, Martha Karua, Peter Munya and others, like to have their small meeting before proceeding to Azimio La Umoja coalition press conferences? It is not the first time. Previously, I had done one video about these people regrouping into their Kamwene meeting, and this is the second time it is happening. What do you think about this meeting?
Regarding the planned talks with the Kenya Kwanza, we are here to announce that we are ready. We are particularly ready to return to Bomas of Kenya. We continue regarding Bomas of Kenya as a sacred ground when it comes to the quest for reform, change, and national healing. Our team remains as previously announced. One is His Excellency Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is the delegation leader. To Honorable James Apia Wandai, leader of Minority Party, who will be the spokesperson for the delegation. Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, party leader of DAP. Honorable Colonel Morgan Nyamira, and Honorable Amina Unyanzi, MP Malindi. The issues for discussion from our side remain: 1. Cost of living. 2. Audit of the 2022 presidential election results. 3. Restructuring and reconstitution of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission and related matters. 4. Measures to prevent interference with political parties. 5. Outstanding constitutional matters, that is, governance issues, adequate checks and balances, and the question of boundaries delimitation. As we said earlier, the team we have picked reflects the importance we attach to these talks. We picked the team with a full understanding that the country is on a wrong trajectory. Anyone who thinks otherwise is being delusional. With this reality in mind, we have put in place a technical and legal team to support our delegation to the dialogue. Consequently, we have settled on Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, the Secretary General of the Jubilee Party, to head the legal and technical team to the talks. You have tasked our delegation and our technical teams under the able leadership of His Excellency Kalonzo and Kioni to go to these talks with the courage of and open minds. It takes courage and open minds to establish common ground in situations of dispute.
From the clip that you've just watched, after the Mount Kenya meeting, Azimio la Umoja Coalition, led by Raila Amolo Odinga, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, we also had Martha Karua, we also had Peter Kioni, among others. These people proceeded to a press conference and a statement was given by Raila Amolo Odinga. Something that is very impressive here, it is the inclusion of Jeremiah Kioni in this bipartisan talk during the last moment, the last hour of this meeting. The meeting is scheduled, by the way, to happen tomorrow in the morning. But Jeremiah Kioni have not been included in the list. Talking about Jeremiah Kioni, he is a representative of the Mount Kenya region, an icon representing that region. Why do you think he has been reconsidered? He has been given the role of the head of the technical team during this bipartisan talk. And now the statement reads, Jeremiah Kioni and Kalonzo Musyoka will lead the Azimio bipartisan team. Why do you think this one is happening? After assuming them and several pleas going around social medias everywhere, people have not been comfortable actually with the act of Azimio la Umoja, excluding people who are important like Martha Karua and Jeremiah Kioni out of this bipartisan talk. My good people, Jeremiah Kioni is very happy because right now he can represent his people and at least he have something to say on the table. But we don't know if the Kenya Kwanza will receive these immediate changes the way it is expected, because they uphold that nothing has changed on the side of Kenya Kwanza team. My good question here is, do you think this Mount Kenya region, the likes of Martha Karua and Jeremiah Kioni, among other leaders, are they obtaining favors or sympathy in front or in the eyes of Raila Amolo Odinga? Because exclusion being led by other people, maybe if you look political party like the DAP Kenya, that one of Eugene Wamalwa, it is not as famous as Jubilee, but Jubilee had been left out. Do you think they are trying to obtain some sort of sympathy before Raila Amolo Odinga? And if sympathy is now being obtained, if we look at what these political parties brought on the table, Do you think the share that Jubilee brought on the table of Raila Amolo Odinga can be compared to other political parties? I don't know what you think about this, but please send me your ideas in the comment section, and please thank you for watching. Have a good day.